would like to ask you to greet our next speaker, Iván Lavrів, who is coming from Lviv. I'm quite excited. We have two speakers coming from another city, and it's quite unique for KyivJS meetup. So, round of applause for Iván. Stage is yours.
Hello. My name is Iván. I'm from Lviv. And from start, thank you to John for inviting. And just want to talk about OrbitJS. But from start, let me tell myself. For now, last four days, I'm lead front-end engineer for Team Technologies. This is technical's little company in Lviv. Also, I was help to MJ for organize 2 Rust meetups in Ukraine. Also, a teacher for Black community in Lviv. We make courses for students about front-end, about mobile technologies, and about Qt. And so, and for start, I'm going to talk for OrbitJS, but I'm going to talk in general about working with data in a front-end application. It's for much understandable how we work with synchronizing data. In general, I'm going to talk about history of working with data. How we work with data in the past, sometimes no. Do you remember this? Yeah. This is kind of HTTP request. We had different clients for this, different objects for Internet Explorer and for other browsers. Yeah, and also after this we got some guys generating wrapped this to short functions. For example, we got post. And we can use this as promises. Yeah, it's much modern for now. But after this, we started build the big MVC application in the front end. And we had backbone, also someone else. And for example, this request for creating a user for now. But which problem do you see with this? Okay, we should write merge code for validation for parameters. And as you remember, we have in backbone we have not only models, we have collections of objects, but model for single objects from server. And another thing we should do synchronize this. Also, we had started to develop with Angular, and we continue to develop with Angular. Yeah, I finished my project, big project, 1 week ago with Angular. For Angular, we had simple HTTP requests, but we had also Angular resource, and another popular library for this is Rust Angular. Yeah, I'm not sure whether I Rust Angular for now. After that, I like Ember, and we have Ember data. This is much more than modern working with data, because we can create relations between different models in the system. And we can collect this to store, and we can work with Rails, JSON API, and also we had like something like RESTful client, but it's only for single way when you have CRUD operations and when you have valid API. Yeah, because I solve Ember form, and they get all requests with jQuery. And the Ember data. And this story started to work interesting. We got HTML5, and we got different storages. Let's start with local storage, and after that we get session storage, and we have indexed.db. Do you use something else? Yes. And after that, we don't forget about the JAX request, we don't forget about the request to server. And what I should do. And after that, we got new requirements for your application. For example, in some case, user use your application on the iPad on the ground, yeah, and we have we work in some. For example, we have text editor, yeah, and in this text editor you should write, and after that you should synchronize this between Rust server and that's it. How to solve this? And also we have data synchronization, yeah. And when you may do some synchronization between different storages, you have conflicts. It's like JIT, yeah. You should merge data between different storages when you have a live application. And you have multiple data access. You should have many storages, and you should have, in many ways, we created many ideas. We created many different interfaces for different storages. Yeah. For example, for Rust we have models. For local storage, someone bad developer can put this in controller, simple interface for local storage and for other. Yeah. And two guys from USA, two guys from Emmen community has the same problems, and they work with Ember data, and they ask about what was next. And next storage should to support different storages, should to support synchronization, should to support offline storing. And they created OrbitJS. This library was announced 1 year ago. I don't remember, maybe on the Mesh, a new combinator. And what is this? This is they called about that simple data layer for your application. As you remember some kind of architectural patterns, you should have a layered architecture. OrbitJS can be data layer in your application. Yeah, and as let me to describe this. We should start from schema. This like a mongoose schema, for example. You create a schema and you can create models with this. It's simple as we have primary key, like ID, and we have default value. Orbit should generate simply your ID for you, or you should put ID from server or someone else. Yeah. Also, when you create a schema, you should have sources. Yeah, you should provide this schema. We have single schema for different storages. For example, for OrbitJS it's called source. This is memory source. Memory source. This is simple caching in your application. This is data flow storing. And also we have Rest source. This is an example for JSON API, for standardized JSON API, but you should you can create interface for different APIs. And you should have local source, it's like local storage for now. And also we have session storage, also we have indexed.db for this. And we have connections, how to merge different storages between single application. For example, I create memory to local connector. This is called kind of connectors. We have Orbit, example is one connector, and you create pair between different storages. It's like memory source, Rest source, memory source, memory source, local source. And after that, you can use this. You can add connect to someone of the storages. You can add model. You can add user, for example, and this will be synchronized between different storages. It's not for all storages. This is only for storages which you mapped in connectors, and it's like a memory source. We have events for this. For example, someone did transform, but we have different events. OrbitJS notify you when you have a file request. You can manage this when you have file merging, and someone else. Yes, and it's the interfaces. It's kind of this is part of OrbitJS. Interface is a kind of requestable interface. This is provide operation. Let me to call this is a simple operation: find, create, update, and destroy. But transformable, this is for patch. When you don't update a full resource, we should use transformable because transformable provide matching between different storages. How to do this? We have OrbitJS calculated difference between storages and adds this difference. And for example, requestable. After this, we can extend this. It's like one source, and you can requestable source create for you another source, and so we have transformable. Yeah, it's like a transformable. We create for now, map this to reload transformable source. Yes, and we have evented source. When you didn't have, when you didn't like source, you didn't like provided from OrbitJS, you can create easy evented source, and you can. This evented source is based for another source, another interface. And OrbitJS has simple notifier for you. It's like pops up or another thing. Yeah, and this is supporting of different libraries, different frameworks. OrbitJS was created from in Ember community, and they provide Ember Orbit, but for now this is not is using because don't create add-on for this. I'm going to create add-on for this maybe after this conference, and for now it's installing OrbitJS with bar and installing Ember OrbitJS, and you have also have Orbit shim, and we can create custom build for you. And for example, under Orbit, you should have under Orbit installed, and you create an initializer for this because it's inject store. Maybe you don't need to do this, but it's, for example, and after we have source, should put this, you define your sources, and after this you can use this as like Ember models, like Ember data, but when you have different source, when you create model for create model, this model will be synchronized between the sources which you provide. This is this is GitHub for OrbitJS, also in progress OrbitJS site. Also they have a Git chat, but I didn't put this, I forgot. Maybe I'll put this to Twitter. And time to examples. Also, okay, I created I didn't sleep today, and I also I created in the train. I created a simple example for For Angular, not sure. This is the end in the project. You can do it's kind of monkey code. And
Let's make it font bigger.
okay. Is this okay for you?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. This is easy to configure. I created an application, and in our function, I should define promise for Orbit, because in OrbitJS using promises. In default, using CVP promise. Yes, created. Also, I have schema. Yes, easy defined schema, like on sliders. Yeah. And after that, we have source. I create easy factory for source created. This synchronization between local source and memory source. And after that, you should return object for this local source and memory source. And which sense of this application, I created this is a controller using service. I add user to memory source, but I'm reading users from local source. This use is my user. All sources, all find method return promises and save method return promises. And after that, we have scope add user and maybe I should make bigger this. Okay, this is simple interface for this. It's a bit. We have local users from local storage. We have one interesting bug for now. But when I add this user, yeah, and okay, as you remember, I put it user to memory source, yeah. But user put it to local storage, and also we have user in OrbitJS cage called memory source application. And so let me do this done. This is not updating completely, and this is bug. And we have push from users from local storage. How to improve this? We can create something like provider. It's not something. We can create provider for AngularJS, and we make schemas and sources more configurable with providers. And using this, it's easy to use. Okay, also I'm going to return to my slides. And we have, yeah. Maybe you have questions for.
Does anyone have a question for Iván? Thank you. And then we have first question over here. Sorry.
Thank you for your presentation, and the most interesting thing came when we have offline REST API. How we will resolve the conflicts?
Okay, OrbitJS has different algorithms, and when you have when you have a simple CRUD, I mean put post and find. When you have find, you collecting application. When you have put or say this is just replace from service, you can make general source, for example Rust source, and you can make just replace, but you can patch. OrbitJS has different algorithm, and this calculate different algorithm and add this more priority. This is your general source, and this calculated difference between this and add fields from general source to another storage or no.
Okay, next question from Peter.
Thank you for presentation. One simple question. Can I install it from NPM?
This is a big problem because they didn't create the interface for installing with NPM, but they they suggest for you create custom build. This it's problem. It's problem.
Can you tell me, does OrbitJS provide interface to restore models from our data when models are complex, have these complex connections, like many-to-many?
Like many-to-many? Yeah, OrbitJS supports relations in the system. I didn't put this to my slides, but I can go to GitHub and they have example for this. This is let me GitHub's OrbitJS and yes, this library. Do you see all this? Okay, you can create for Amber Orbit. This is scroll down. Oh, I forgot. And we have I don't forget.
So basically, answer is in the README.
This, yeah. Basically, answer for this in the room, yeah. And I forgot. It's we should go to Amber Orbit because Amber Orbit this is different, different repository for this. Okay. Yeah, we have OrbitJS, Amber Orbit supports relation, and also OrbitJS as library supports relation.
Okay, still a question.
So, can I use it for something like offline storage data or Ember data with complex connections between models?
Yes. This you mean about different storages for single model?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is this.
Just suppose your application,
Yeah.
then you open it again, and there is no connection to and you can restore your state from local storage.
So basically, storing stuff into local storage and trying to make
Yeah,
it more
you can put you just create only model. You just create only model item, yeah, and this will be synchronized between different storage. When you don't have for now you don't have connection, for example, this will be synchronized later for next connection. And this for AMP and to you, this is not complex solution because I know about another libraries for this, but it's OrbitJS. We use this for backend application. That was application for accounting in for Swedish simple business, small businesses. And we created this for iPad application. This is for us one.
Another question.
Thank you to you.
Okay, thank you for the presentation. Is OrbitJS compatible with sockets?
This is not compatible with in general way, but you can create some source for you. You can extend one of these interfaces and you can create a custom source for you, and you just provide and using library which you like for sockets.
Great. Any other questions? I don't see a hand. No hand three.
Also,
One hand.
Yeah. Also, I have some suggestions for you. We moved from Lviv to Kyiv yesterday, and we created this guy created some great idea to move one of JS conference to mountain in Lviv region, the Slavske, and suggest to you to join to organize this, and suggest to you to join this when you organize it.
So for more info, you should definitely ping Ivan. He's Lavrів on Twitter.
Yeah, this is on slides. This is my Twitter.
Last slide? First slide?
This is maybe second slide, but I don't remember. I didn't put my Twitter to slides, but John talked to me. You should put information about you because
Because everyone is interested.
I hope because my Twitter is not very
Yeah, it's in here, this one.
Yeah.
Lavrів.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, round of applause. I'm quite excited. We have another speaker getting ready. It's Artem, and he will basically teach us how to learn.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, yeah, you probably should get that stuff up.
I'm a very stupid developer from Lviv, and I forgot some things.
Oh, it happens all the time.
Sometimes.
Okay, and Andrew wants, no, he doesn't want to do anything, and we'll have another pause for 5 to 10 minutes probably. Stay tuned.